My name is Joshua Bianco. I'm from Western New York, a small football town outside of Rochester called Kellam. Go Raiders. I moved here about 4 years ago with my wife and 2 children. Harper is my 10-year-old son and Rilka's my 8-year-old daughter. I teach art at the School of Art at the University of Tennessee.
I'm Sarah Carson. I'm the Director of Marketing for the Tennessee Valley Fair here in Knoxville. A lot of people know me as the Fair Girl or the Fair Chick. It's a year-round job. We're a nonprofit organization and we welcome 150,000 guests to Chilhowee Park every year, so it's a really fun job and something that I genuinely enjoy.
My name is Grant Mitchell. I am a film student and I am an employee at Costco.
My name is Charlotte Chance. I grew up in Birmingham, Alabama, went to school down at Auburn, moved to Blount County in 1990, raised a family there, started my career with Farmers Insurance in 2011.
Well, I'm Derek Furlow Jr., number 2. A lot of people call me D-Lo though. I played ball at the University of Tennessee, originally from Atlanta, Georgia. And of course, been at Tennessee, you kind of find Knoxville like home, so that's what brings me to Knoxville. Been here since '05.
My name is Laura Backus, and I'm originally from upstate New York. I have been in Knoxville, or lived in Knoxville, just over 10 years. Graduated from Maryville College.
My name is Lucas Hahn, and I'm a real estate broker with Keller Williams Realty. I was born and raised here in Knoxville, and I've been in the business about 10 years, and I really enjoy it.
My name is Christy Davis, and I live in Maryville, Tennessee. And most importantly, I'm a wife, I am a mother and a grandmother. And my grandchildren call me Oma. I am an artist. I do mainly portraits and landscape, but I also deal in antiques and refurbished and repurposed furniture.
My name is Nick Forrester. I live in Kingston, Tennessee. I have a 2-year-old son named Easton. I own a company called Titan Political Strategies. We're a political consulting company, and we also do business, advertising, and branding.
I'm Karen George. I'm with Realty Executives. I'm a realtor, and I live in Oak Ridge, Tennessee.
I'm inspired by so many things to be a candidate. I mean, the easiest answers, my mom was a very close friend of mine. We were the best buddies, and she was my closest confidant. When I was 18 or 19, she died of leukemia very quickly. It was a very rare form, and she died within a month. So I think I'm more inspired by the way that a little bit of funding and a little bit of raising some money might help somebody else have their mom come to a wedding, or have their mom see the birth of a kid, or maybe have their mom come and help cheer them on for the Man or Woman of the Year campaign.
I've always had a connection to the Leukemia Lymphoma Society, or perhaps for the last decade after I lost my mom to leukemia in January of 2005. When she was diagnosed, it was a huge surprise to all of us. She just wasn't feeling well for a few weeks, and they could never really pinpoint what was wrong. She kept going back to the doctor, and after some tests, they discovered that she had leukemia. It was a very tough battle for her, and so anything that I can do in her memory to help others, that are fighting that same battle, it's something that, I'm really excited to be a part of.
My brother was diagnosed about 2 years ago with leukemia. I'm not happy to say he is a survivor, is in remission, back in school with a full head of hair. As someone who had to watch their brother's health change, deteriorate, and get better, I'm ecstatic to be able to do something, anything. I feel it's my responsibility too.
I was inspired to accept my nomination for Woman of the Year because I believe I am capable of making a very great impact for those living with leukemia and lymphoma. I do not back down from a challenge, and I'm excited to raise a lot of money.
Well, I was inspired by a former teammate of mine, Eric Berry's story. I knew actually cancer didn't have a chance of beating him. I just know his mindset and his work ethic and his relentlessness. So seeing that with him, I knew that everybody's not a Eric Berry. Everybody don't have that will to win in that fight. So knowing that this could happen to anyone, that kind of made my eyes open, that if I could do anything or play any part that can benefit, whether it's someone in my family or anyone else to come, I seen that I had a moral obligation to at least play my role. So when I was extended the opportunity, the invitation, I gladly accepted it. Now we just get a chance to do our part, to play our role in this game of life and make a difference in somebody else's life.
March the 7th of 1994. I thought I had the flu and ended up in the hospital. And they said, "You have leukemia." which I had thought of as a childhood disease primarily. I was 33 years old, and my babies were 2, 8, and 11. So I looked and thought, where is my faith? If I die, I'm with Christ. If I live, I'm with Christ. I'll be fine. And so we went to work.
I enjoy the chance to get to help out and give back. This area has been really good to me. I've been really blessed, so any chance that I get to give back. When I found out the Girl of the Year was from Kingston, it really kind of hit home and was near and dear. We're a small knit community.
My son had cancer, had follicular lymphoma, the rarest form of juvenile. He is the 25th in the world to have the type and 4th in the U.S. And so that's frightening. It was devastating. It took many times of chemo and inpatient stays, and it's just a change on the whole family.
I was inspired to be a candidate for many different reasons. I wanted to be involved in a local charity, and I also had a friend and client that had a family member that was affected by a blood cancer, and the more I heard about it, the more I became interested and thought that I could do this to make a difference.
When my daughter was about 7 years old, she had some hemorrhaging after a tonsillectomy, and she was sent to an oncology and hematology specialist. At that time, we went through the testing, the blood test, the bone marrows, and I've been a parent that has sat there and heard the words leukemia, cancer. Luckily, we were one of the fortunate families that was not the diagnosis for my daughter. She ended up having a chronic bleeding disorder, which she has lived with and is doing wonderful now. She's 27 years old and has 2 children. If I can help just one family, one parent, one daughter, one son, any family member not have to hear the word cancer, then I'm doing the right thing.
I've thought a lot about what I hope to accomplish in being a part of this campaign, and cancer's devastating. It's not fair, you know? It doesn't really play by the rules. It's not just. It's not evil-seeking, you know? It affects good people who do good work in the world. I think my mom would be very proud to know that I was working on this. She'd be proud that I'm trying to do the right thing. That's my motivation in the world and on this earth, is to do the right thing.
For me, what really bothered me about my mom's struggle is not only the physical pain that she was going through, but the financial struggle. She actually ended up filing for bankruptcy a year into, you know, her fight against leukemia, and that was really, really tough on her, really tough on her and her husband. And you know, we kind of had to pull together as a family just to kind of keep her afloat while she was fighting this terrible disease. So having an organization like the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society step up and help cancer patients in that way is just huge. You know, the financial hardships of a disease like cancer is just overwhelming. And when you're fighting for your life, the last thing you want to worry about is how you're going to pay bills or how you're going to buy, you know, the drugs that you need to fight. So I'm just really proud to be a part of, you know, the campaign and raise funds to help folks that are in that kind of situation.
When I met the Boy and Girl of the Year, it kind of gave me a reason. It was an example of why we're doing what we do here. They're both so funny. They were full of life. The girl was running around giving us all lifesavers. Both kind of shy, but it just reminded me of whenever I saw my brother there too. He was not much older than them when he got diagnosed. And it's just a constant reminder of why I'm doing this.
That's the eye-opening piece. To see Addison, she was 4. It's like she didn't pick this situation and she's young. Why does she have to deal with this? But in the end, I believe God got a bigger plan for everyone. So it's pretty neat to a degree that he can use a 4-year-old that cause and bring everyone else awareness around them to this, hey, that there's a bigger opportunity out here for us to impact people's lives. And just to see her happy-go-lucky attitude about it, that she has something that could possibly take her life, and to the degree that she's not even really worried about it. I think that's just a testament to how we all should be as people, because we go through things every single day, but she's going through a life-challenging illness, and she's enjoying the moment.
It means the world to me to be able to help others. Anything that I can do or that my family can do, especially me on a personal basis, I don't want to see anyone go through hurt, to go through pain, to have to go through all the circumstances and all the things that go along with cancer. People need an advocate. They need people to stand behind them. They need support. So any means of support that they can get and that people can offer, there's no thanks that's big enough for that.
I think what I really want to accomplish with this, I mean, obviously I would like to be Man of the Year, but I think raising awareness and raising money for Addison and Adam and other families that are affected by these diseases, I think that's a huge part of this.
I think that's going to be the most satisfying, to have 11 people raising money, raising awareness, getting the word out, sharing their stories, and letting social media and the world know how so many people are being affected by this.
For someone that's not a very emotional person, it's kind of been a whirlwind of emotions. It's excitement, anxiety, nervous anxiety. You feel at times so overwhelmed because you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize this is a lot more. I think the word that I've been using a lot is intense, but in such a great way.
Knowing that it makes a difference for these families is the reason we all do this. These diseases are often devastating financially, and these families need help. And the research combined with the support, I think it's fantastic.
If I can make someone's life a little easier, that would be a blessing to me. I don't look at this as me giving. I think what I suspect will happen is I will receive so much benefit from being a part of this campaign that the blessing will come back.